Hi, ladies. Lord's really been talking to me lately about just having a time of conversation with you and talking from the heart. So we're just going to call this Campfire Chat with Brenda, and we'll see how this goes. Might never do it again, but we'll see how it goes. Want to take a few minutes and just talk about listening. Last time we spoke, I talked about having a thankful heart as you pray and having a season of thankfulness. And today I'd like to speak a few minutes about taking the time to listen. And it's so important that in our prayers we take the time to listen. Now, just as Brother Julian has taught us, we have to be careful what we listen to. There's a fine line when we listen, if we're hearing what God's trying to teach us, maybe what the enemy is trying to teach us, or maybe what our mind wants to hear. But if we look in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it talks about to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. It goes through a season of different seasons, saying time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which was planted. And then it get down to verse 7, it says a time to rend and a time to sow. And this is what I want to speak about, is a time to keep silent and a time to speak. In our prayer time, if we're always doing the talking, how are we ever going to hear what God's trying to teach us? Yes, we'll read His Word and the Word will speak to us, but there's a moment when we need to pause and reflect and allow Him to speak to us, to slow down. And I talk to myself because I'm always so busy. I'm always here it is, it's 7 o'clock at night, and I'm just getting to this, and my day's been full. I've been working hard. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I probably look tired and exhausted on here. But I need to take time to pause and just reflect as I have a season prayer and allow the Lord to speak to me. When I was in June prayer with the ladies, this really hit home with me. And as I sat, or knelt, I should say, and was praying, it was like almost as if God just spoke to me and said, "What do you hear? What are you hearing?" And I stopped and I paused to listen to all the prayers being made and all the weeping and the crying and true prayer being made to the Lord. He goes, "What do you hear? What do you hear?" And I started saying, "Well, I hear people making the request. I hear people pouring out their heart to you." And then it was, "What don't you hear? What aren't you hearing?" And when I really thought about it, I thought, I don't hear joy. I don't hear joy, happiness. I don't hear a heart that's full of hope. And so I began to pray for the Lord to restore hope and to restore joy into the souls of the women praying. They are good women. They love you. They're doing their best for you, but I don't hear any joy. Lord, restore that joy for them. It wasn't long after that I started hearing a season of excitement and worship. And it was almost like the atmosphere changed in there. Now, do I think it's just because I prayed? Maybe. I don't know. But the Lord really drove home a point to me that I really need to stop and listen, and I really need to stop and listen to Him. I hope this has been an encouragement to you. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, and take time to stop and listen. There will be a time to speak, but there is also a time to listen. God bless you.